Hey everyone, you're watching WisdomShots. Rahul Dravid is known for his commitment, determination, and class when it comes to cricket. So this story about Dravid was shared by Dr. Rajdeep Manwani, an academician and a life skills trainer. He happened to be his classmate at St. Joseph's College, Bangalore. So Rahul Dravid never attended classes regularly, due to his practice sessions and matches. So one day he came to class and started writing notes with his cricket gloves on. Right? So everyone started laughing, talking, whispering, but he continued to write for an hour. So after the class, his close friends were curious to know why he was wearing cricket gloves and writing. His reply was amazing. He said, "You know what? The last two Ranji matches which I played, I had the old gloves and those were very loose. Because the gloves were loose, when the bowler bowled, the ball just went past my gloves and it created the sneak sound. The wicketkeeper caught it, he appealed, and both the times, even though I didn't touch the ball, I got out. I don't want that to continue, so I bought these new ones. I want to get used to wearing these new gloves. And I want my hands to sweat into this new gloves. So for the next 48 hours, I will wear this continuously because the next Ranji match, the semi-finals, is in next 2 days. So I want my hands to sweat in and get adjusted to this. I'm not going to remove the gloves, even when I am sleeping, even when I am eating, even when I am coming to class, because I want to do well in the next match. And I want my hands to be comfortable." So the very next match, that was their semi-finals, he scored a century, right? And in the finals, Karnataka played against Delhi that year. He scored another century, and based on those two performances, he got selected for the Indian cricket team. He went to England, and the first test match against England, he scored 95 runs.
Two did the player. Well played, Rahul Dravid.
It's a marvellous inning. That's an emotional moment for the young man.
And the rest, as they say, is history. Now, there are two things which are very obvious in this story. The number one, passion. Number two, the commitment. Clear recipe for success anywhere. It was uncomfortable. He was sweating in those gloves. It was hot, but he was willing to wear it for 48 hours continuously because he wanted to excel in what he wanted to do. There's a famous saying, right, in military: the more you sweat in training, the less you bleed in battle. So I've read something similar about Sachin Tendulkar too. So during his high school, Sachin, he shifted from his parents' home, his own home, to one of his relatives' home because his practicing ground, Shivaji Park, if I remember correctly, was next to his relative's home. So he used to have intense practice for hours every day. The hard truth is there are no shortcuts on the path to world-class performance. In the best-selling book, Talent is Overrated, Jeff Colvin talks about one study. So researchers asked professors at a prestigious music academy to name their best violinist, and then collected extensive biographical data on those performers. Things like how often they practiced, what teachers they had, when did they start music. They even performed tests and interviews with the musicians. In the end, they discovered that their practicing was the only factor that actually differentiated them from each other. By most accounts, the best violinists didn't differ at all from their peers, except that they spent more time practicing. So we all know the saying, right? Practice makes perfect, but again, not just practice, perfect practice, right? See, all these overnight sensations are actually not overnight. They must have got a breakthrough one night, and we think they are lucky, gifted, blessed, blah, blah, right? But what we fail to see is the amount of hard work they put to reach that level of world class. Whenever we see successful people, we only see their public glories, never the private sacrifices to reach there. People are rewarded in public for what they practice for years in private. There is a story of Picasso, the world's most influential artist. I love this story. So one day, while enjoying his evening meal at a restaurant, he got interrupted by a fan who handed over a napkin to him and said, like, "Sir, I'm a great fan of you. Could you sketch something for me?" So in response, Picasso pulled out a charcoal pencil from his pocket and swiftly switched animation. The man was very happy. He said, like, "Thank you so much, sir," and reached out to collect the napkin. But Picasso withheld it. He said, like, "You owe me $100,000. The man was like, "Why? I mean, it didn't take more than 30 seconds for you to draw." Picasso's reply was classic. He said, "My dear, it took 30 years to do this in 30 seconds." It's a humbling reminder that there are no secrets, magic pills, or shortcuts to success in life and at work. The reason passion is very important in this equation is because if you're not passionate about something you do, it'll be difficult to sustain your commitment, motivation, determination, etc. As Simon Sinek says, working hard for something we don't care is called stress. Working hard for something we love is called passion. So follow your passion and the rest will follow. Thank you so much for watching. Stay happy, stay healthy.